Excellency Dr. Abiy Ahmed, Prime Minister of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Right Honorable Tagase Chafo, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Chagar, Speaker of the House of Federation, Excellency Temesgen Tirone, Deputy Prime Minister of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Excellency Dr. Gideon Timotheos, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Excellency Lerato, AU Commissioner for Infrastructure and Energy, Excellency the Head of the United Arab Emirates Cybersecurity Council, Excellencies, Ministers, Ambassadors, and distinguished representatives of the AU member states, foreign countries and partners here present, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols duly observed. Salam. I am delighted to take part in this high-level policy dialogue on the development and regulation of artificial intelligence in Africa under the theme Leveraging Artificial Intelligence for Africa's Prosperity and Collaboration, representing His Excellency Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, the Chairperson of the African Union Commission, who would have liked to be here today with us, but is out of the country for other competing commitments. The Chairperson would have wished to be here, as I said, in person, and has entrusted me to represent him. At the outset, and in this context, I would like to express my sincere gratitude and that of the African Union Commission to His Excellency Dr. Abiy Ahmed, Prime Minister of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, and to the entire government of Ethiopia for hosting this very important and timely event here in Addis Ababa, home of the African Union. I also wish to commend Ethiopia for taking a leading role and making significant efforts to advance equitable and inclusive artificial intelligence in Africa, and this should be applauded, I guess. I wish also to thank the Institute for Security Studies for their unwavering support to the African Union and their commitment for peace and security, and now engaging with us in this journey aiming at preparing Africa for the artificial intelligence era. This dialogue could not have come at a better time, considering the ongoing international discussions on global artificial intelligence cooperation and governance. Excellencies, distinguished participants, artificial intelligence has emerged as one of the most disruptive forces in geoeconomics and geopolitics. Today, artificial intelligence technologies are central to national economies and security, the projections of power, and the safeguarding of national interest at global stage. The massive expansion of the capability and use of artificial intelligence reinforces the power and wealth of non-state actors and big tech companies. For instance, in January 2025, Apple's market capitalization was 3.5 trillion. Nvidia's was 3.2 trillion, and Microsoft's was 3.1 trillion, each of which is comparable of the total 2023 GDP of the entire African continent of 3.1 trillion. The stakes are getting high, and according to the global impact of artificial intelligence on the economy and jobs, every $1 spent on business-related artificial intelligence solutions and services generates up to $4.6 into global economy, with a cumulative impact of 19.9 trillion and 3.5% of global GDP in 2030. And this is very much illustrative. It is therefore imperative to develop our individual and collective capacities in artificial intelligent talents data sets and compute facilities and create conducive environments for large and responsible artificial intelligence development and adoption to empower our citizens and transform our continent. Excellencies, distinguished participants, artificial intelligence, if well managed, can be usefully deployed in support of Africa's transformation and realization of Agenda 2063. It also creates opportunities to promote new industries, therefore driving innovation and generating employment opportunities. With 60% of our population under the age of 25, mainly digital natives and tech-savvy youth, abundance of critical minerals necessary for the development of tangible artificial intelligence infrastructure, a huge potential for renewable energy to support the deployment of green computing platforms, a huge amount of data that can be leveraged to develop artificial intelligence systems, along with a market of potential of 1.4 billion people and a combined GDP of approximately 3.4 trillions. With an appropriate framework, financing and support for innovation, our continent is well placed to seize opportunities generated by the artificial intelligence revolution and indeed play a leading role in shaping global artificial intelligence landscape. And I'm sure that today's deliberation will appropriately and opportunely highlight all these aspects. The adoption of the African Union Continental Strategy on Artificial Intelligence by the African Union Executive Council in July 2024 marks a major step towards the development of a vibrant, inclusive, and sustainable African artificial intelligence ecosystem. It reflects our commitment to develop the necessary artificial intelligence capabilities, address artificial intelligence-related risks, and maximize the benefits at all levels, namely in strategic sectors such as education, health, agriculture, science and technology, and delivery of public services, amongst others. Our vision at the African Union is harnessing artificial intelligence for Africa's development and prosperity, with focus on making AI available for socio-economic development, fostering homegrown and domestic artificial intelligence capacity, advancing a multi-sectoral and multi-stakeholder artificial intelligence governance approach, and promoting innovative regulations that can enable AI uptake in Africa and protect its people. The strategy builds on the Agenda 2063 and relevant AU flagship projects and strategic frameworks. The development of an African artificial intelligence policy and an action plan to accelerate the implementation of the Continental Strategy will address the sectorial, ethical, and regulatory challenges associated with artificial intelligence that may affect our continent, and will create conditions for emergence of locally developed artificial intelligence solutions that are adapted to our needs and geographical context, as well as our rich cultural and linguistic diversity. And I would like to seize this opportunity to congratulate the very impressive developments and steps that were achieved by the Ethiopian stakeholders, as we have been able to witness that before joining this room. Excellencies and distinguished participants, at the international level, we are facing a deficit of the international artificial intelligence governance, and the economic and social benefits of artificial intelligence are geographically concentrated in developed nations and powerful tech corporations, with the real risk of widening existing digital divides and creating fragmented artificial intelligence regulations. Attracting top artificial intelligence talents is becoming new geostrategic assets that fuel countries' ambition to reach artificial intelligence leadership, As major reforms are underway in some countries to attract and develop new value propositions to attract AI talents and expertise. As we are implementing the recommendations of the Global Digital Compact that was unanimously adopted by the United Nations General Assembly in 2024, I seize this opportunity of the presence of the representatives of the United Nations in this room to advocate for fair and just representation of developing countries in defining the rules and international frameworks that will govern artificial intelligence. I also call for a proactive and increased African participation in international discussions and negotiations on artificial intelligence and data governance to promote our perspectives as a continent, preserve our common interests, and ensure our nations and people equality and equitably access to artificial intelligence based resources and opportunities. As I conclude, I extend my sincere appreciation to the government of Ethiopia, ISS, African Union, Commission, African Union member states, invited countries, private sector and partners participating to this event for their collaboration in such a great initiative, and I hope to see more of such open dialogues in the near future, as this is one of the recommendations of our continental artificial intelligence strategy. It is with this kind of gathering that we can collaboratively unlock artificial intelligence vast potential to empower our citizens and develop the Africa we want. I wish you all fruitful deliberation, and once again, we would like to thank the Ethiopian government for providing this platform in such a timely, for such a timely discussion, and thank you for your kind attention.